Welcome to Killer Looks, where we are not just a team, we are a force, a collective, a global fam of analytical minds and sharp eyes united by a relentless commitment to truth. In a world flooded with noise, distractions, and red herrings, we skate clean through the chaos, cutting through with precision, pattern recognition, and investigative logic. Every anomaly we uncover, every data point we spotlight, is a brushstroke in a larger portrait of truth. We don't just analyze cases, we look deeper, question harder, and follow the patterns others miss. Because when everybody's a suspect, data doesn't lie. People do. And that's where we come in. We're here to connect dots others won't even see, to collaborate across borders and barriers, to shine light in the darkest corners together. Because the only way to outsmart deception is to face it united. We are Killer Looks, truth seekers, logic runners, data artists, and we're just getting started. As Killer always says, take a seat and grab a pen, and let RELLIK school begin.
Damn, Killer. It's so good.
It has now been a full week since Lily and Jack Sullivan vanished from their rural home in the Lansdowne Station area of Nova Scotia. In that time, search teams have scoured miles of dense woodland, and headlines have echoed across the country. But the question remains chillingly unresolved. How do two small children disappear without a trace? In cases like this, where sightings are absent and evidence is scarce, the terrain itself becomes a witness. Every elevation, structure, body of water, and line of sight is a potential piece of the puzzle. And the surroundings of Lily and Jack's home, remote, quiet, and deeply wooded, are more than just background. They're context. They're the canvas. Only a quarter of a mile in front of their home runs a major railway line, cutting through Nova Scotia like a long iron scar across the map. At just over 1,200 feet, or roughly 400 yards, this track lies well within the wandering range of curious children, especially ones said to be fascinated by adventure and movement. Trains don't stop for what's hiding in the tree line. They don't pause for questions. If something happened near those tracks, would anyone even know? There are very few homes near the residence. One stands about 700 feet away, roughly 300 yards. Another sits further at 1,400 feet. Just two neighbors in immediate range, and yet neither has come forward with any confirmed visual of the children that morning. No voices heard. No tiny figures running through grass or gravel. The silence isn't just eerie, it's telling. In suburban disappearances, doorbell footage and casual sightings fill in gaps. In a place this secluded, silence becomes the timeline. There is also the nearby Lansdowne Lake, recently searched in growing desperation. It rests just under half a mile from the home, well within walking distance if the children truly did leave of their own accord. But lakes in cases like this carry a heavy weight. They're endings. They're questions that swallow sound. And when nothing is found in their depths, what's left is not relief, but more unknowns. Perhaps most curious is the dirt road that snakes behind the home, roughly 400 feet away, just beyond the backyard tree line. This road, seemingly unremarkable, becomes critical when you realize it could be an access point. For someone entering, for someone leaving, for someone watching. Roads that cut behind homes in secluded areas are often ignored until they shouldn't be. And in missing child investigations, it's always the overlooked path that holds the loudest secret. This is why data like this matters. Because in the absence of a scream, a struggle, or a witness, geography begins to whisper. It outlines what's possible, what isn't, and what might have been deliberately hidden in plain sight. It reveals what's been missed by tired eyes and assumptions too quickly formed. It reminds us that distance matters, especially in the wilderness. That 400 yards can mean the difference between a trail picked up and one that disappears into nothing. That a train line isn't just infrastructure, it's a possibility. That a dirt road behind the trees might not just be a road, it could be an exit. In the silence that hovers over Lansdowne Station, it's the land itself that speaks. The tracks, the lake, the yards between houses, they're not just scenery. They are the stage, the scene, and possibly the only witness that never lies. And maybe, just maybe, if we stop filling the gaps with noise and begin tracing the edges with precision, we might not just see where Lily and Jack went, but why no one saw them go. Because the truth, when buried, doesn't vanish. It waits. In the shape of a clearing, in the bend of a dirt path, in the quiet hum of steel rails cutting through forest. You just have to know how to read the land. And more importantly, you have to be willing to listen.
Break down my walls, but I will rise again. 'Cause I stand tall in my environment. How could I ever close my eyes and stay silent since they try to take me down with their violence?
Back to what I do. Catfish, Billy, baby, hello, how are you? Yo, I 9 rappers like a power line, fell into a swimming pool. I think I got the whole crew. Ooh, let me know what y'all wanna do. I bought a 30 pack of creek water, baby boo. Not a 99, not a 99.99, not mine. I got 100 proof.
They're gonna be sorry they were ever born. Who? All of them.
Need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, it's 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk. Gotta keep quiet, maneuver in silence, then let them in, chalk up their body, another one body, that's just how it go. I got some secrets, I'm shaking the game so they stay on their toes. Stay in your lane, I to stay on the go. I came to play with the pros and act like a rookie, so they overlook me, then I double up again under their nose. None of them cold, they just got lucky but never adapted, so I'm to the one if it's coming to blows. My enemies cutting it close, I let them think that they got me, but what do you know? I had them beat before we ever spoke, I'm ready for smoke. I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, it's 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now they ain't go harder than me, they need a blade in a sheath, a shank in a piece, a crate full of heat, an army, a fleet, a tank and a jeep, a navy at sea, with ace a marine, an ace up they sleeve, a team of marines, a freak on a leash, a beast with an appetite, razor for teeth, and still they would lay at my feet. Boy, you got the wrong one.
There's a formula to it. A very simple formula. Everybody's a suspect.